After decades of hard work, the time has finally come to enjoy a well-earned rest. No more early mornings, no more worrying about bills, groceries, or deadlines. Now, with a steady pension each month and grown children who can take care of themselves, just thinking about it brings a sense of peace and quiet joy. Many people assume that retirement means complete freedom, to live however we want, eat what we crave, do what we like, and answer to no one. But the truth isn't so simple. Quite a few folks find that after the initial excitement wears off, they feel lost, tired, or even lonely. That's often because they didn't plan ahead or shift their lifestyle gradually. Retirement may last 20 or 30 years, possibly even more. Without preparation, these years can easily turn into a struggle marked by sadness or a sense of aimlessness. That's why it's important to embrace a simpler, more mindful way of living in our later years. A lifestyle sometimes called low-tier living. And to support that, there are 6 principles of moderation that can help us live well, live fully, and live with value. A modest home is enough. The most important thing in retirement is having a safe, peaceful place to return to each day. You don't need a mansion or luxury furniture. A clean, cozy home that stays warm in the winter and cool in the summer is more than enough. Many people buy large, fancy homes after retirement, thinking it'll impress guests or give grandchildren room to play. But big houses mean more cleaning, more maintenance, and more worry, especially when your health declines. You may find yourself living in just one corner while still having to care for the whole space. That's exhausting, not joyful. A simple, neat home with only the essentials, easy to move around in and without clutter, is far more peaceful. If you can afford to live independently, consider doing so. It's not about avoiding your children, but about maintaining your own freedom. You can visit when you miss them, then return to your own space to relax. A small house with morning tea, gentle laughter, and restful sleep is a true home. No need for anything grand. A vehicle for convenience, not for show. Having a car in retirement is helpful, but it doesn't need to be luxurious. You don't need a brand new SUV or a shiny convertible. It's not about impressing anyone. Some people, once they start receiving retirement checks and gifts from their children, rush out to buy a fancy vehicle. They say, "I worked all my life. I deserve it." But the truth is, cars are just tools. The fancier they are, the more costly they are to maintain. And if your health declines and you can't drive anymore, it becomes a burden. A lightweight, affordable car, or even public transportation or rideshare services like Uber or Lyft can be much more practical. It gives you independence without the stress. Sometimes the best moments are riding in the back seat while your grandchild drives you to visit a local farmer's market or to pay respects at the family cemetery. That's what feels real and warm. A person's worth isn't measured by their vehicle. It's how they treat others, how they carry themselves, and the spirit they bring to every interaction. Dress neatly, not flashily. Some folks think that once they've retired, it doesn't matter what they wear. Wrinkled shirts, old sweatpants, even pajamas out in public, as long as it's comfortable, right? But the way we dress reflects our self-respect and our respect for others. You don't need expensive clothes or to follow trends, but a neat, clean, modest outfit can lift your mood, boost your confidence, and brighten someone else's day. Avoid overly flashy or revealing clothing that doesn't suit your age. When you're around your kids and grandkids, your appearance should reflect grace and dignity. Plenty of older women look lovely in a simple cotton blouse and silk pants, always smelling fresh and looking put together. That understated elegance is what earns genuine admiration. Take the time to wash and organize your clothes, brush your hair in the morning, and wear something tidy, even if you're just staying home. Caring for your appearance isn't for anyone else. It's a way of honoring yourself. Don't treasure friendships, even just a few, some say. At this age, I don't need friends. My children and grandchildren are enough. That's partly true, but without friends, life can become painfully quiet. In your younger years, you were busy surviving. Now, retirement gives you the time to reconnect. sharing tea, reminiscing, checking in on each other's health and swapping everyday stories. That's a joy worth cherishing. You don't need a large circle. A few close friends who understand you are enough. Meet up not to compare or gossip, but to feel lighthearted and connected. Ideally, you have one or two lifelong friends with whom you can talk about anything, from local news to grandparenting tips, from what to eat to how to sleep well. If a friendship is built on favors or bad-mouthing others, let it go. At this stage, peace matters more than popularity. Just a few real friends to walk with in the morning, sip tea with in the evening, or attend a community event with. That's more than enough. Travel for joy, not for prestige. Some retirees set out to explore the world, state by state, country by country. They take hundreds of photos, post online, and claim, "I'm living my best life." And yes, after a lifetime of working and giving, you deserve a break. But traveling far and often can be exhausting and expensive. Long drives, plane rides, new time zones, unfamiliar food. It can take a toll on an aging body. All that effort can quickly drain the money you saved for years. Instead, consider short and sweet getaways. Visit a nearby park, stroll through a farmer's market, or drop by a quiet local church. Listen to birdsong, breathe in the scent of fresh-cut hay, or walk hand in hand with your spouse through the neighborhood. Take a slow trip to a historic town, explore a craft village, or simply sit on a bench and watch life go by. When it comes to travel, what matters isn't the destination, but who you go with and how you feel while you're there. Share a simple meal on the road with a loved one, and that's happiness right there. Read to enrich the soul, not to chase. Fame retirement finally gives you the time to read. It's a beautiful habit. Reading calms the mind, keeps the brain sharp, and helps you stay connected to the world. But be careful not to let it become a source of pressure. Some folks read so much they begin comparing themselves to the authors, wanting to write books, become famous, or leave something behind. That pressure steals the joy. Instead, read to feel peace. Choose light, uplifting books on health, psychology, life skills, poetry, or short stories. Read to understand life better, to learn how to live kindly and wisely. Reading also makes it easier to talk with younger generations and understand their world of social media and technology. You don't need to prove anything. Just being happy and curious each day is already an accomplishment. And remember this timeless truth: let go of what no longer matters. The heart will feel lighter, and life will feel freer. Don't dwell on what's done, what can't be changed, or who is right or wrong. Everyone's life has imperfections. True success is feeling content, not being perfect. After 70, we don't have the luxury of reinventing everything, but we can create peace, accept what's behind us, don't fear what lies ahead. A wise elder once said, "Life is a visit. Living is living. Dying is dying. Don't fear death, embrace each day as complete. That way, even if life isn't long, it'll be meaningful." Don't get swept up in the hype of miracle health products. Don't stockpile pills and supplements just because of ads. Focus on mental wellness. It's limitless. Be mindful of your behavior. Follow the law. Be courteous. Just because you're older doesn't mean you're beyond accountability. Set a good example for the next generation. Respect brings blessings to your family and community. And don't isolate yourself. Kindness is everything. Greet your neighbors. Help when you can. Live like a gentle spring breeze, and in return, you'll enjoy the warmth of a lifetime. Keep learning. Even in your 70s and beyond, explore new skills. Don't worry about usefulness, just being curious and willing is valuable. The more you know, the less scary the world becomes. And lastly, let go of obsession with money. Some retirees still chase wealth, make risky investments, or hide finances from their families. Don't. At this point, peace is more important than profit. A wise elder knows when to pass on the baton, to live unburdened and lighthearted. A great writer once said, "Love, music, literature, and loss can all transform us. Let loss make you brave." In the first half of life, we gather. In the second half, we learn to let go. If you've reached 70, remind yourself, I don't need more. I already have enough. And that kind of mindset brings peace to yourself, to your children, and to the world. We come into this life empty-handed. We leave the same way. But if we carry a calm spirit, one that knows how to find joy in both gain and loss, then we've lived a truly happy life. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more heartfelt content. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video.